This is HyperDot. The only reason I downloaded it was because there was a Game Pass weekly quest to try it out. I've already satisfied the quest, so there's a part of me that's like, well, mission accomplished, because that's how those quests work. They get me to download a game, they don't necessarily get me to play it. But, I mean, it's right here, and it's called HyperDot, which has captured my attention. Like, I kind of want to know what a game called HyperDot is about, so maybe we'll give it a try. Single player, sure. Campaign. Oh, what am I selecting? Oh, orange, obviously. Beginnings, sure. Survival. Okay, I am a dot. Ooh, I'm not just a dot. I am a HyperDot. Okay. Okay. I know what this is. This is the non-shooting part of a shmup. So it's like I'm playing a shmup, but I can't shoot. All I can do is avoid. This actually feels like it could be training. Like, because I suck at shmups. I suck so much at them. And part of the reason is I'm mostly, like, my eye, like, I've got very narrow tunnel vision focus when I'm playing a game. It's hard. One of the reasons that I'm terrible at RTSs is because I can only think of one thing at a time. And in those games, you have to really split your attention a ton to be, a top level player. Oh, of course, as always, I think the last 3 videos you've watched involve me forgetting to update my Twitch information. So, HyperDot. Anyway, so I've got laser light focus on one thing at a time when I'm playing a game, and HyperDot, and that really limits me. It really sort of makes it so that it's hard for me to play games like a lot of shmup style games, because I'm focused on the things I'm shooting, which means I can't see myself. And, you have to almost be able to, like, have one eye on your target and one eye on yourself in order to be any good at those games. And so because I can't do that, I'm not very good at them. And so I like the idea of having a game that could train me in one half of the shmup experience. Like, if I could get good enough at dodging. Yeah, oh, this was bad. Oh, is this gonna... Yikes, okay. Yee! It is entirely possible for me to get trapped behind... Okay, good. Good. Yeah, if I could train myself this, maybe I could actually get better at a lot of other games. Ooh, pentagons. The devil's shape. What was it my kid was trying to say the other day? There was some, like, school assignment that my daughter was trying to do, and there was something that she was referring to that began with the word pent. I forgot what it was, but she accidentally called it a pentagram and made it sound like she was doing, like, Satan homework, and I found that really amusing. And I practically did the same thing here. Yeah. Okay, over here. I gotta say, this dot moves pretty well. Like, one of the problems with, console game UX sometimes is the fact that, whenever you try to replicate what a mouse can do, it can be really difficult to make it feel good. And getting that right is actually, it seems like when it's working, like, you get used to a game like, say, Destiny, which has a mouse cursor in the menus, and they do it so well that you start to feel like it's easy, but it's not easy. Getting the math right to have the movement of a cursor like this feel good with a controller, it's actually... Oh, I finally failed for the first time. And it is consequence free. I mean, not free, but, it's pretty light. I didn't realize these guys were actually chasing me. And that there would be a lot of them. And even more of them. What was I saying a second ago? I forgot. Oh, so people ask me, what is this acronym you're saying? Shmup? Yeah, sorry. It's short for shoot 'em up, which is Josh Hanley's reminds me that a more common term for that kind of game is a bullet hell. But like the idea that a game where you're shooting constantly and the enemy's shooting constantly at you, and you're on a 2D plane trying to avoid bullets while you're simultaneously firing bullets. There's a lot of hybrid games like that. There's some games that are just pure shoot 'em up, but there's other games that are like where I'm trying to remember a recent one I played. Like there's a lot of sort of top-down shooters that sort of are that are a little bit towards the bullet hell category without being full-on bullet hell. Anyway, that's what I was talking about when I said shmup. That's the word we used for it a lot at a company I worked for a while. And I got really used to it, thinking like it was the word everyone used for it. But I think it might be a more of an affectation. Oh, just barely. Anyway, what I was talking about was the fact that it looks easy to make a cursor move. It's actually really, really hard. Wait, did I already do this? Okay, I think there's something I don't fully understand about the UX here, because I think I'm replaying a level right now, and I did not mean to be replaying a level. What did I do? Okay, so let's go back to levels and see what I've done. Okay, yeah, so I accidentally backtracked from level 8 to level 7. I don't want to do that. Let's go to level 9. So now I can't see them until they're close, and they have adorable shadows. Oh, I love this. I love how short each level is. Like, they're not asking me to do very much. Whoa, okay, so you'll notice it had a little message that said that I'm slow in this. Yikes. I'm artificially slowed. I don't move as quickly as I normally do. Oh, wait. One thing that's interesting is how these individual shapes, just their pattern of movement creates like these meta shapes, like this sort of like flux capacitor shape that's flowing through the middle of this particular level. There's no one path or one shape that creates that image, but together they're all making that image. And so I was rotating. Like, nothing in here is rotating, but the pattern is rotating. And so I'm moving with the pattern. So I'm perceiving the pattern of movement like it's a single shape that's turning, when actually it's not. It's just a lot of individual things. This is cognitively fascinating. Collect tokens. What? So another game that recently I think did a mouse style cursor pretty well with a controller is Fuser. I will not be playing Fuser because it involves tons and tons of licensed music, and I know that a lot of the music publishers have been cracking down hard on Twitch lately and just like launching a bunch of DMCA takedowns lately for games that use licensed music or players. So it's streamers using licensed music that was outside a game. They're just playing it themselves. And I never do that because I already get too annoyed at cases where the game contains licensed music and doesn't warn me, and I end up getting a copyright claim. A copyright claim is different from a DMCA takedown. A copyright claim just means that you're on YouTube. Whoa. Oh, I'm constantly moving now. Oh, there's a new rule to my movement. Okay. I can't stop now. Anyway, a copyright claim is just when somebody else basically claims the monetization for your video because you're using music of theirs. And that's fine. I'm not monetizing my channel, so who cares? If they want to profit off it, that's fine. That doesn't hurt me. But a DMCA takedown is you actually have to remove your video because somebody says, I don't want to just claim this. I want to stop it because no one's, this person's not allowed to use my music that way. And that always feels like crap. Because you feel like you're being sort of told you're a criminal, you're doing something illicit when you're trying to do something, innocent and even helpful. Okay, they're moving slowly. That's helpful. Man, this game, I'm just sitting here having a conversation with you while I'm playing. It feels like oh crap. It feels like there's a lot of stuff I could do while playing this game. I could listen to a podcast. I could, it's using all of these sort of spatial relationships parts of my brain, and it's using all of my reflexes. But it's not using the part of my brain that understands information, or the part that listens to stories or understands dialogue. So I could listen to a podcast. I could have a TV show going or something like that. I couldn't watch a TV show because this needs my eyes. It's like a King of the Hill. Yeah. Oh crap. Okay. Dang, this is hard. This actually reminds me a lot of Geometry Wars. And that, Geometry Wars is definitely sort of that bullet hellish style of, I just moved right into that for some reason. It's that bullet hellish style of game. And it's got this similar kind of thing where it's like on different levels, they'll introduce weird wrinkles. And it looks like this doesn't play out the exact same way every time, does it? I kind of expected that in general these levels would be the same every time. It's just about learning how they work, like learning exactly what happens. But hidden shapes, what does that mean? Does it just mean that it's dark? I thought that okay, nothing seems particularly new. I feel like they were telling me there's a new mechanic here, but maybe I don't understand it. Oh, I unlocked something? Oh, unlocked Group E. Cool. All right, well, we've played a bunch of this. I feel like we don't necessarily need to just, rattle through all of the levels, right? But you know what? I'm really glad that the Game Pass quest system drove me to install this, because, once you spend the time installing something, you do kind of want to try it out, right? Especially if you don't know what it is. And HyperDot is really neat. I'm kind of impressed at, how fun it is to just do these very simple tasks. And again, each one of them only takes 15 seconds. It's like they're not asking you for hours and hours of your time. It's like a really it's a cool way to keep your hands occupied and certain parts of your brain occupied when you want them to be. So anyway, let's go to the end screen. We will move on to something else, and hopefully I'll finally remember to update my Twitch information.